History as well, not necessarily notorious, but definitely oddly characterized as having weird moments. To some extent, that's quite normal. If you Google medical equipment from the early to mid-20th century, you're going to see some science fiction madness. Because that's just how it was. However, times have changed drastically, rendering these early prototypes decidedly strange, for lack of a more fitting term. It was undoubtedly a different era. A mother and her son on their way to a Pride walk, 1985. A man posing with a donkey in his lap, California, 1910s. The librarian at Lorain, Ohio. Public library is looking at the 50,000 book chaos after one shelf fell over. The rest fell like dominoes, 1971. Paparazzi take pictures of Bill Clinton's cat named Socks, 1992. The higher the hair, the faster the runner. The Abilene, Texas track team, 1967. A family out for a ride in the UK, 1930s. And clearly safety wasn't an issue back then. Maureen Murray of Alexandria, Virginia won the local Princess Diana look-alike contest which took place at the Champion Sports Bar in Washington, D.C. on November 5, 1985. This classroom celebrating Halloween in the 80s. A picnic at the California Alligator Farm in the 1920s, located in the Lincoln Heights neighborhood of Los Angeles between 1907 and 1953. A man experiences irony as his car, laden with used tires, has a flat tire, Houston, Texas, 1966. British actress Jessie Matthews supporting an enormous headdress for the Revue Evergreen, 1934. Shoe phone from 1965. Rosalind Russell riding bicycle on the set of The Trouble with Angels, 1966. Flying saucer gas stations in Kiev from the late 1970s and early 1980s. A diver photographed after ascending from the oily interior of the sunken battleship USS Arizona. Photograph taken at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii in the days following the attack on Pearl Harbor in December 1941. Showgirl with a stuffed bird in a cage on her headquarters at the Latin Quarter nightclub, New York, 1952. These DeLoreans were all hiding from Hurricane Dorian in storage. DeLorean Motor Company Florida posted this, ensuring all the cars stay safe in the hurricane. 3 million volts hit a car in the Westinghouse Electric Corporation in Pittsburgh for a lightning test. California, 1940s. The passenger remained unharmed. With a Category 5 ranking, Hurricane Andrew was a powerful and destructive storm that struck the Bahamas, Florida, and Louisiana in August 1992. Mugshot of John Wojtowicz, who unsuccessfully tried to rob a bank on August 22, 1972 to pay for his wife Eden's gender reassignment surgery. Sad little girl holds hands with her scratched-out sister. Glass tops for convertibles, similar to the blisters and bubbles made by the same company for warplanes, have been introduced in Los Angeles. Chetak helicopters used by Indian Air Force for ceremonial flyovers in the 1970s. In 1954, the traveler could install a relief bunk in his car, an aluminum cot that extends above the seats from front to rear. A stunt car drives off the parking garage at Marina City Towers during the filming of The Hunter, starring Steve McQueen on September 21, 1979, in Chicago. Puritan against two revealing swimwear on Daytona Beach, California 1982-83. Photo by Keith McManus. Two people are wearing painted-on eyes at a 1955 Art Student League ball in New York City. In 1928, a figure known as the Iceman could be seen delivering a 25-pound ice block in Houston, Texas. Will you just look at my grandpa playing piano? Vintage studio photos of Victorian baby with their half-face hidden mother.